Hey everyone, how you doing? Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I'm going to be conducting a daily energy reading for the collective, so you are advised to take what resonates, leave the rest behind. I hope you guys are doing really well. I hope that you are staying focused, protecting yourselves from all of these crazy energies, and really just getting on with just clearing up a lot of what's going on within you, so that you can change your reality, the world around you. Right. Okay, so yeah, do you know, it's so weird. I was going to do a reading earlier with a different deck, and I don't know, like the energies just felt really like interfering. Okay, and so I thought, I'm going to change the deck, and I was saying out loud, give me the just don't play around with me. Just give me the reading that I need. Give me the cards, the message, what's going on. And I heard the message say, do you want the good news or the bad news first? And I was like, I don't think the people are really going to be wanting to hear that today. But it's almost like, obviously we know we're in a situation, and we're not out of the woods yet, but we are making sure that we get out and we, push hard to push hard in order to break through. And I'm seeing the Queen of Swords in the reverse with the Devil in the upright position. Some of you guys may really be trying to get some kind of communication going in, or wanting to hear from somebody. But there's a lot of interference going on here. You're not really sure, you're not really clear of the communication. So be aware of that. Frequency interference, yeah. All right. Lots and lots of misinformation coming around. Be in a position to use your discretion, because not everything that you are hearing, you are seeing, you're being told by certain people is true. Okay, and we know that online, but in person as well. Okay, you need to kind of really start to really tap in and use your intuition a lot more as well. Need to start relying on that. Let's see what we've got. Again, take what resonates. This is a general reading. It's not personal. It's timeless. So, yeah, let's get stuck into this. We've got the Ace of Wands in the upright position. We've got the Six of Cups in the upright position. Right. We've got the Fool card in the reverse. So I say you have to be careful. You have to use your discretion here. What else? Definitely use your discretion. Somebody could be offering something to you. Now, as I said, it feels like online, but I mentioned offline. You have to be mindful of certain people around you, right? That may be coming off with some kind of offer. I just saw somebody opening up a door, their front door, salesman kind of energy. Some people were offering their services. Yeah, just be mindful, because sometimes it might sound too good to be true. Now, the reason why I said that is because you've got the Fool card in the reverse with the Page of Cups in the reverse. You've got this Nine of Cups in the upright position. But you see here, this is where it gets a bit sketchy for me. Okay? The card underneath the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Wands in the upright position. Whatever they may have to say, you need to be kind of wary, because you don't want to add that 9 with that Ace of Wands to the 9, and then you're going to get the 10 of Wands, which is going to give you a real freaking problem. Let's see what else we got. I'm going to need to expand on this reading a little bit and just kind of see, what is this Ace of Wands about? Because it sounds really good. It sounds, that I can help you here. Trust me, when they say trust me, I'm a doctor. And that's the moment that you hear that, or trust me, I'm from the government, Yeah, do the complete opposite. When they say trust, it's anti-trust in most cases. Right, what's this Ace of Wands about, really? Now, this card came out in the midway. We've got the Hermit in the midway. Now, to me, if you're, and as I said, if you're somebody that's sort of like, you know, indoors all the time, or, you know, you may be in the process of like working on yourself a lot more, you know, they may kind of catch you unawares, off guard, because this Hermit card is in the midway. So you need to really be using a lot of wisdom here. Be wise. What's the situation with this? The energy of this person here. I'm hearing there's a lot of scammers. We got Knight of Wands in the upright position. Somebody could be like charming you, like kind of like seducing you into some kind of opportunity, some kind of offer. But you know, when they say that, you know, you got that player type energy with the Knight of Wands, and to be honest, guys, there are so many reports of scammers going around. So be mindful. And with the Nine of Wands being in the upright position, you know, you are somebody, you ain't got time for no freaking bullshit, right? You've been through a lot, you're going through a lot, and the last thing you need is to have somebody, especially coming to your door, coming to your home, and trying to act and portray themselves to be, you know, of value, of service. This could be somebody you know as well, right? You may not have seen them in a long time, or whatever the case may be, or, you know, it could be anything, anybody like that you know or you don't know, but, and also their energy that they're giving off could be something quite familiar. Maybe somebody else had done that to you in the past, and it's really, really requiring you to use your discretion. Trust me, use your discretion. What is the, tell me about the Fool card. Justice. Justice is in the upright position. This person, I just feel that you might have somebody or some kind of, you know, inclination that you need to just be mindful here, because the Justice card, to me, it is kind of giving me like a warning sign. Be very mindful. Whatever it is that you are putting your intentions for, whatever, this person could be coming in to kind of make a fool out of you, to give you like some kind of false information, or unfortunately, and I'm, you know, I've got to say, like, and I said it already, like, to scam. All right. Tell me about the Page of Cups in the upright position. In the reverse, we've got the Ten of Cups in the reverse, and for the Nine of Cups in the upright position, we've got the Seven of Swords in the upright position. Somebody is really hoping that you will take the bait. Somebody's hoping that you will fall for their charms. Somebody's hoping that you will fall for their tricks. And remember that at the top of the reading, I showed you the Devil card with the Queen of Swords being in the reverse. So you need to be really and truly wise here. And also, unfortunately, you've got the Hermit in the midway. All right. The card underneath the bottom of the clarifying deck we have got is the Four of Swords in the reverse. So you need to kind of like, you know, there's a lot of things that you may need to think about. You may be feeling very unsettled at the moment, you know, lots of things on your mind, especially... Sorry guys, I just paused a moment because I've got a pigeon that's sitting on my window. And they've been doing this for like the past month now, like literally sitting on my window, not on the windowsill. They hardly did that before as well, but literally sitting on my windowsill when I was mentioning about this, and he's still sitting there. So listen, take everything as a sign, okay? You don't have to resonate with this reading if you don't want to. If this doesn't feel like this reading is for you, guys, don't worry about it. Be thankful and lucky that it's not you that's in this situation of being hustled out of your money, out of your time, out of your energy, or out of your home. All right. But because of the way how things are at the moment, and because of the download in the energy that we've been receiving yesterday and throughout this time, right now there is a moment of where we need to really just be thinking a lot, especially around the crown chakra, the throat chakra, the third eye. Really need to be tapping in. And then where the Hermit card is in the midway, plus we saw the Queen of Swords being in the reverse, and then the Four of Swords in the reverse, plus the Seven of Swords in the upright position. Be on your guard. Be wary. Just make sure that, you're aware of everything, because scammers are everywhere. People are just desperate for money, desperate to try and survive out there. And these days, they don't really care who they're targeting, all right? So just be careful. Let's start to close out this, warning reading, because I don't like this energy, but it's like, I gotta say it. All right. So let's close out this reading with the Inner Temple Oracle. So the first card that I've got is Create Some Space. Okay, so be aware, as I said, just kind of like be wary of your surroundings, your town, your community that you're in, the people right now, because people are just acting out of character. They are just crazy at the moment, crazy times. And, we just need to just be, we don't really want to be played anymore. Being played as it is enough already. The next card that we've got is the Mystic. Tap into your intuition. And that bird's just gone now. That was a pigeon. So look up what a pigeon means as it sits on your windowsill. Birds are usually like messengers and stuff. Look out what a pigeon, a normal grey pigeon, it was grey, not, different colour, and see what that means, all right? Or you may be attuned to other birds as well. So if whatever bird comes to mind and you resonate with that through your heart, then do look that up as well, okay? But because I mentioned a pigeon, you don't necessarily have to think, I better go and look up what a pigeon means. You might think, fuck that, I'm into falcons, so I'm going to go and check out a falcon energy, what that means to me spiritually, all right? The next card that we've got Chamber of Soul Contracts. I haven't got my glasses on, guys, so yeah. Be aware, be wary, and the one word that I'm looking at is contracts. Con artist, players, to try to, tract you in, to pull you into something, right? If you do have any kind of signings, any loans, anything like that, financial, anything like that, read the fine print, get a magnifying glass out if you have to. Seek legal advice, financial advice, definitely, because this really feels as if this is something coming up where you might enter into something and it's going to just fuck up everything for you for this year or beyond that. So just be careful, guys. The next card that I've got is Freedom. This is what you need to be really focusing on your freedom. You could be looking to be getting financially free or energetically, physically free from a situation like, we all want. This is what you need to do. Create some space, free yourself from anything like this. And if anybody may be coming towards you with any kind of offer that sounds too good to be true, because this Fool card in the reverse is giving me a lot of just be careful, throwing caution to the wind, and the Nine of Wands as well. Guys, I'm just saying. And then under last card, connection. Connect with your guides, connect with your higher self or your oversoul. So, usually say, but for me, it's like oversoul energy. Connect with source, connect with your intuition, to really make sure that you are not getting yourself trapped in something that is going to really and truly, screw you around, or you're connecting to something that, I'm just saying, guys, I'm just saying. Right, let's see what's underneath the bottom of the deck for you. to close out this reading, and we have got projections. Be mindful. Be mindful. And what I'm picking up with this is, even though it's like somebody may be projecting something onto you, but to me, this mirror energy, this mirror card is sort of like reflecting it right back to them. So this to me represents like shielding yourself, like creating like a mirror energy around. So if anybody's going to be coming off of anything fuckeries, it's going to be hitting them straight back, like they're going to get their instant karma. Okay. Anyway, guys, that's it for this reading. I hope that this has helped you out, giving you some kind of heads up. You know, because as I said, it's getting real out there, it's getting crazy, and people are just trying to get as much money as they can, cash as they can together, because they know what's going on. All right, guys, take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care.